And we are back. We're up in the booth, a little bit out of breath because we ran up here. I'm not in the best of shape, but these Lions are certainly in shape, and they're just awesome. Played just great game last week.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to the playing of our national anthem by the Chelmsford High School marching band.
National anthem being played, led by Sarah Ellsworth.
That was the national anthem. Chelmsford Lions hosting the Methuen Rangers here tonight at George Simonium Alumni Stadium.
And I'm Dave Kachuvas. Along with you is Sachin Nene, my counterpart, my partner in crime. It's a stirring rendition of the national anthem.
All right, and we'll be back right after this for the start of the game. Welcome back, everybody. And what a beautiful night tonight compared to last week where the winds were really howling. There's some wind tonight, but it's just a gorgeous night for football.
It is a gorgeous night for football. It's not too cold. It's not really hot. Here's our kickoff.
From number 30, Nick Dorr. Bounces a little. Chris Bishoni is going to pick it up for the Lions. It's going to run. He's about at the 20, where Methuen tacklers will take him down at about the 25-yard line. 30-yard line.
Good run. You see Bishoni cutting back in and out, and you know, he's just going to do that all night. He's really good. I mean, Bishoni and Benton.
Well, let's not hope Methuen kicks off too much tonight.
Yeah, I know.
North Middlesex only kicked off probably about 3 times last Friday.
McGuire is coming into the game. McGuire is the quarterback.
Brian McGuire. Coach Rich hinted he would play, and he's starting, so that's a good sign for the Lions. The handoff is to Benton. He'll get about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5. 2nd and 4.
This Methuen team is not very big. As Kevin Redmond mentioned in the pregame, they only have one player in their roster over 210 pounds. That's a very small offensive line if you really think about it.
2nd and 4. 2 wideouts at the bottom of your screen for Chelmsford, 1 back. That's Benton. McGuire back to pass. It's going to be, Bishoni drops it. Is that a fumble? And it's going to be an it will be Methuen ball. They'll rule it a fumble, so not a good start for Chelmsford as Methuen will take over at the Chelmsford 36-yard line.
Well, you get the pass that was not even, it forward, so they're going to call it a fumble there as Bishoni fell, just couldn't hang on to the ball. So, hey, that's what happens. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out from Methuen, seeing if they do have their starter. Giarusso will be their fullback, number 25, 6'0", 175, tall, but not very bulky.
So the quarterback is number 10, Sean Fury, a co-captain for Methuen. They'll go with an I formation set. On 1st and 10 for Methuen on their first possession of the ball game. And it looks like it's going to be a false start on Methuen, number 50, Zach Bamberg. Refs have wireless mic tonight, so let's hear the call downstairs.
Dead ball foul. False start on the offense. Still first down.
So the Rangers will be moved back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15. They are yet to start their first play.
Oh, that's first down at 15. The dead ball foul doesn't mean a loss of down, so still going to need the first down.
'84 Jay Levitz at the bottom of your screen. He's the man in motion. As play action pass, and Matt Coder almost sacks him. That pass is going nowhere. Is that going to be an intentional grounding? That was to nobody.
No one even in the area. He was still in the pocket.
All right, they're going to
And
call the
there's a
flag. Intentional grounding. That was a very obvious call, I thought.
Let's go to the referee.
Intentional grounding on the offense. Loss of down at the previous spot, at the spot of the pass.
So now they'll have a loss of down. 2nd and 15 again. No, 2nd and 20.
It's going to be about 20, yes.
So that's what killed Methuen in the first 2 games. A lot of penalties, a lot of turnovers that really hurt him at the end. So this could be to Chelmsford's benefit, although Chelmsford has the first turnover of the night, a fumble by Chris Pashoni.
2nd down and 21. This isn't making things any easier for the Methuen Rangers.
They're going to hand it off. That was Jim Giarusso, co-captain, on the run.
He's their big fullback. You're going to see him getting most of the carries. There was Barry McDonald in on the stop. So there's the Methuen Ranger team.
3rd and long, and as you said, Dan, before, they like to pass on 3rd and long.
They're going with their standard I formation, but they got wideouts to the right and the left.
Number 41, Alex Webley, in there, the bottom of your screen.
Chumps are showing blitz.
They're going to pass it, but the blitz works perfectly for the Lions, as Methuen can't get a clean pass.
It's going to be 4th down and the 18. It looks like from the Methuen, from the Chelmsford anyhow, the 38-yard line.
Looks like
So we'll see
they'll
what they'll do.
pooch punt it.
Probably the smartest play that they could have done, that they could do. It's number 11, Keith Gormley, is the punter.
He's also a tight end. And Benton is going to return it for the Lions. He breaks a couple tackles, and there's Benton's magic as he comes up all the way to the 42-yard line. Beautiful run by Chris Benton.
Excellent run by Chris Benton. That's going to be a net loss for Methuen of, net loss of Methuen by 4 yards, from the 38 was their line of scrimmage. So it's excellent. Excellent run by Chris Benton. That's athleticism. And it's still McGuire and a quarterback.
He's going to hand it off to Chris Pashoni. He tried to go outside. The Lions running backs really haven't had to go outside, especially last game where they had terrific blocks from the offensive linemen, but tonight they may have to test that outside.
Exactly, our line running backs, they just went up the gut basically. North Middlesex couldn't do anything to stop them. Couldn't stop them for their own life, and this Methuen team already looks fairly strong. That's a loss of a yard.
So it's going to be 2nd and about 11. They're going to hand it off to Pashoni again. Pashoni breaks some tackles. Number 92. Michael Smith actually got in the way of Pashoni from getting any more yards. That's okay. It's still a great run. Going up to the 43-yard line of Methuen.
Great run by Pashoni. He's great up the middle. He's very strong, but he's also very explosive with his speed. So he's a multi-dimensional running back. Same thing with Chris Benton, and that's one of the advantages that Chelmsford has.
I love seeing McGuire in there right now. Bertolami is the wide receiver. And go play action pass. Nice pass to Coder. That's the passing game we wanted to see. And it's going up to the 21-yard line.
Excellent pass into the 21-yard line.
6:42 to go here in the first quarter.
And with that pass, McGuire already becomes the yards leader for passing game. Only 8 yards passing for the Lions.
Well, they
unfortunately,
really
last
didn't
week.
need to pass last week. I mean, Shoshone and Benton were getting the job done, and they had the points up there for most of the game.
Definitely.
One back for the Lions. They're going to hand it off to Ben. He throws through until at the 5-yard line, finally tackled down by number 2, Jeff Ferrelli.
Ferrelli makes the stop, but Benton, we see, both backs can go through the middle, and they're just awesome backs. There's nothing more you can say about them.
They're going to have a true test next week against CC.
Definitely beating St. John's last week, Central Catholic, so it's
I formation now for the Lions. Bertolami now at the top of your screen. Well, you can see him on your screen, sorry. Benton's not going to get much on that one.
That was actually Chris
Pashoni.
Pashoni on the carry. He gets 2 yards on the play before his forward progress was stopped, about the 3-4 yard line.
They're going to mark it at the 4. So it'll be 2nd and goal. Good thing for the Lions on their turnover, no points for Methuen. And now the Lions are threatening at the Methuen 4-yard line. 3 back set now for the Lions. Going to hand it off to Pashoni. Pashoni to the right. Going to make it in. Touchdown, Chelmsford.
Great run by Pashoni. You see that patented choo-choo, whatever, pull on the whistle, horn type motion that he does. And, he just powered over the Methuen defense. And that's the way you got to do it against these guys. I think you got to go up the gut. They're small, so that means they're probably pretty fast. We haven't seen much of them, but that's what it seems like from Methuen.
6-0 Chelmsford, and here comes Eric Mounsey for the extra point attempt. Number 7, Tim Leahy, is the holder. And the kick up, and the kick is good. 7-0 Chelmsford leads here early, 5:24, and we'll be back right after this. Consumer information catalog yet. I don't know how many times we got to tell you. Go out and get it.
Go see Mr. Masidi at McCarthy. He'll give you one. I know he gave us one in 8th grade, and he kept trying to force them on us. So. But Chelmsford out to their 2nd lead of the season to start out the game. They got 7-0 leads in both of these games that they played. They look basically unstoppable.
This could be enough for the defense tonight. Enough scoring for Chelmsford. We'll see.
Well, it's always good to get the points on the board. I predicted score 35-12, so I'd like to get that. So, the people in
I'd
school.
like to get my 35-0 score.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I'd rather have the 35-0 than 35-12, but I'd also rather have people think of me as a sort of football guru. So.
Oh, trust me, they don't.
Yeah,
Eric Mounsey to kick. It's a low kick, line drive, and it'll be picked up by number 25, Jim Giruso. And he'll get up to the 33-yard line, where the Rangers offense will take over.
Right, Giruso fairly powerful. You see him take the ball to 15 and all the way up to, that's the 31, 32-yard line. Yes, the 32-yard line, where they're going to, actually more like the 33, 34-yard line. So we got a fairly generous spot, I think. Cheerleaders tonight sporting new uniforms.
And they can sport out the skirts tonight because of the warm night we had tonight. And we will have interviews with the captains of the cheerleader, Pat Monjo, later tonight. Chelmsford 7, Methuen nothing is the score on the screen. I formation for Methuen, a little offsides, or it could be false start. It's going to be a dead ball false start. That's a false start.
That's a false start. The whole left side, the right side of the offensive line went. Let's see what the call is. Referee going to make that call.
Unless the defense encroached. If it's a dead ball foul, it's going to be a false start.
I don't think so. The way
Right, the defense denying. I didn't see them.
the way I saw it, the defense moved first, but that's not the rule. The offense moved before the defense crossed.
The defense encroaches in.
Dead ball foul.
Defensive line.
Outside. On the defense. Still first down. Whoa.
All right.
They will call the offside
Dead ball
zone.
offense. I've never heard that one before.
I don't know. See, I don't like that call. I don't think the Chelmsford players crossed the plane of the ball. I don't think they crossed the plane of the ball there until the Methuen line moved. So, oh well. Anyway, it's going to be first and 5.
First and 5. I formation set for the Rangers. It's play action pass to nobody. The closest man there was number 40, Chris Benton. Maybe, I don't know, just a missed route.
I think the intended receiver there was number 11, Keith Gormley.
It was about
The
20
tight
yards
ends.
away, 10 yards away.
Well, he was hit pretty hard at the line of scrimmage. I don't think Fury saw the hit at the line of scrimmage. I
maybe-
think he was expecting
We may be
Gormley
seeing,
to be a little bit further downfield.
we may be seeing Chelmsford's strength there playing a role.
They hit the wide receivers within that buffer zone if they get, because other than that, that's going to be, you don't want to really do much because they'll call a hold on you.
And Fury's going to go back to pass, and it's a complete pass. Not enough for the first down to number 11, Keith Gormley.
That's going to be very close. I don't believe they have it, but
No, that's 30 yards short.
half a yard short, more like it.
Wow, that is close. I didn't think it.
That is
That's
close.
generous, actually. That's pretty generous.
They're going to call. They're going to give him the first down on that.
Here's a replay. Let's see if he made it to the first down marker. Goes back to pass. No. That has to be where the ball is down, not where he goes down.
Well, it's where his forward progress is stopped. Where his forward progress was stopped, I believe he was just a hair over that first down line. I wish we had that Fox Sports yellow line painted on the field, but
Exactly. ESPN has that too. All right, another play action pass. It's going to be a pitch out, almost fumbled. But number 2, Jim Forelli, gets about 3 on the play.
good coverage by the Lions. You see the entire line defense shifting to the right side. Dan Warshawski tried to make the stop, but ran out of room. And
Richard
couldn't
made the
make the
final
shot.
tackle.
Richard, yeah, gets in there, but this Chelmsford defense has just played well as a team unit. And that's the strong point of their defense. That's Warshawski, one of their captains, number 55 there. He's good.
That's the easiest way to say it. 2nd and 7. I formation again for the Rangers. It's basically what they're doing tonight. Fury, another play action. He's got a man open, number 4, Matt Osgood. And he'll
Yeah.
be close to the first down. A
They-
flag on the play. There's going to be a flag on the play. It could be a face mask.
That's probably going to be a late hit or something.
Let's hear what the ref has to say about this.
Oh, that's hit below the knees, a low block.
Yeah, that is it.
A block below the waist. That's a personal foul on Chelmsford.
Which one's going to be the more severe penalty?
I believe
that's the personal foul.
I believe it might offset though.
Unless the personal foul is 15 yards.
See what the call is.
The blocking foul.
46. Dead ball foul. We have a personal foul after the ball was dead on the defense. Automatic first down.
Okay, so it's just going to be the personal foul that's enforced. First down Methuen, and they're getting into...
Completed pass.
Ref still has his mic on. Okay, 35-yard line. The Methuen Rangers will start off at 34. We're going to go to pass, 25. Oh, number 51.
That's Evan Dunn.
Evan Dunn. Beautiful. Matt Coder also helped on the tackle.
Definitely, these Lions, they're all over the field, and they just got to watch out for the penalties because penalties are always going to kill them. I mean, that 15-yarder, the automatic first down killed them, and then the fumble that they had could have killed them, but didn't.
2 wideouts now at the bottom of your screen for Methuen. Nobody up top. Now man in motion. Gonna pitch it out to number 29, and he's tripped up after getting a few yards. That's Robert Mateo, another co-captain of Methuen.
Fleming makes the stop in that. He just gets his hand in around the legs, and that's what happens.
We're getting a treat here, having a second home game. It's 2 home games to start up the season, but we're gonna pay. We're gonna have 3 games on the road coming up, so all those will be delayed broadcasts. We're glad to carry this game live for you tonight.
Let's hope we get the $4,000 in ticket sales.
Third down and about 3 for the Rangers. They're going to run it off. Just gang tackled there is Giruso.
Well, they've tried to go up the middle a few times, and those few times they found out that it's not going to work very well. It's just not going to work. Chelmsford's too strong up the gut. And unless you have, you know, the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, you know, forget the fact most of them are in jail.
Or on suspension.
But you're not going to be able to get up the middle on Chelmsford defense.
I think Alette now has been suspended 8 games for the Cowboys. It's just another one.
Get that. Most of the Cowboys are in jail, not just the offensive line.
4th down, the Methuen Rangers are going to go for it, and now there's going to be a timeout called. Timeout Methuen. And we're back. Methuen calls a timeout here for a crucial 4th down play with 1:11 left in the first quarter.
Well, they're too short to go for it. So not too short to go, too short to punt it anyhow.
And a little too long for field goal. We don't know how good their kicker is.
The wind doesn't seem like it's going to be much of a factor. It's not blowing as strong as it was last night, but of course we didn't have a hurricane whipping through. The wind blowing toward the Harrington end of the field, which is the left-hand side. Excuse me, I still can't tell me left from right.
We need the camera.
I see it going more across towards Route 3.
We're running, let's go.
Maybe so. That may be why you're not going to attempt a field goal. You're going to have a cross.
Well, you just kick it a little more to the left.
That's like trying to get the fade on a putt.
On a putt, yeah. 4th down and 4 to go for Methuen.
Dirty. Camera work, not magic.
Man in motion is number 80, Eric Evans. They go to pass. Nice pass, number 29. In there, touchdown. Robert Mateo.
It's touchdown. Mateo ran the route over the middle. Left unprotected.
Chelmsford defense really didn't have to worry about the passing game last week. It looks like it's going to be a big part of Methuen's offense tonight, as that's been the success tonight for Methuen.
Well, you figure, what are their options on 4th and 4? They can pass the ball, which obviously is what they did. Their second option
Was to run it.
is to run the ball.
And that hasn't been very successful tonight.
Right.
Are we all ready?
They're going to go for 2.
No, they're not.
Oh, no,
They
that's
are
good.
sitting.
Are you going to count them down?
I can't tell anything.
That's Nick Dory, number 30.
The kick is up. The kick is good. And we're tied now, 7-7 with 1:03 left in the first quarter.
1:03, tied at 7. And this isn't the way Chelmsford wanted to get this game going. It's just, but what are you going to do?
After this game, Methuen's going to go back home and play Billerica and then Tewksbury. And then they'll their Thanksgiving games against Dracut. Take a replay of that touchdown pass. Beautiful. Nobody there to cover. 33, Chris Pashoni was the closest one, and he tackled him in the end zone.
A good attempt, but that's what's going to happen. Mateo with the reception. Pashoni and Benton deep for the Lions. With Dory to kick. Here it comes.
Pat, do it quick. We're not hot. Go.
It's a little to the left. That's going to be a penalty. Kick out of bounds. Was it in high school? 40-yard line or 45?
Well, they kick from the 40-yard line.
Well, I mean, where the
From the
Lions will
35
start off.
exactly. I'm not sure.
We'll see.
We're going to see what the call is going to be from the referee. It looks like he's giving Chelmsford some options. The special team staying out on the field, so
Looks like
that's what happens. Let's see what happens.
We have a free kick. Out of bounds. On the kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the kick.
Oh, that's all. That's how they enforce it. It's a 5-yard penalty instead of good field position for Chelmsford. They'll start 5 yards back at the 35-yard line.
Yep.
And the Lions front will move up to the Methuen 45. As Dory will kick it off again. It's a low kick line drive. Picked up by number 46.
That's Barry McDonald.
Barry McDonald.
Back to the 45, and Methuen 45.
So excellent field position for the Lions to start off with.
You know, let's really hope they can capitalize on this field position. Excellent field position. So, let's see, McGuire coming out for his 3rd series. The only thing you got to be worried about is his shoulder. His shoulder, separated his shoulder a couple of times, has had shoulder problems. So you don't want to play him too much for that fear.
Bertolami is the only wide out for Chelmsford. Benton and Pashoni in the backfield. And they're going to pitch it out to Pashoni. He's going to try the right side, and he gets a hole. He's going to break through and gets up to the 25-yard line, a late hit. Or we'll see what the penalty is going to be. The flag was thrown.
There was a flag thrown. We had a great run by Chris Benton.
Let's see what the call is.
Great block by Chris Benton.
Face mask on Methuen. So the Lions will tack on an extra 5 yards.
We have a personal foul. Grabbing the face mask. On the defense. That's a half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Okay, so it's normally a 15-yard penalty, so they'll mark it as half the distance to the goal line. And that'll bring the Lions up to the 13-yard line of Methuen.
So excellent field position. That's the first play from scrimmage, I believe.
Same lineup with Bertolami, the only wide out. They're going to hand it out to Pashoni again, and Pashoni finds the hole. Nice tackle there. And he's going to get up to about the 5-yard line. It'll be second and about 2.
So it is second and about 2. Just under 30 seconds remaining. They're going to try to get this last play off, I believe, and then that'll be the end of the quarter. And they might not even get this play off.
Mateo, who caught the touchdown pass, was on the tackle on that one. And with 10 seconds left, it looks like they'll just let the clock roll down. Or they may try to get it off.
There's no way they're going to get this play off. They get a timeout. So they want to try to get this play in before the half is out, before the quarter's out, excuse me.
I don't understand why. Waste a timeout on that. Maybe they weren't aware of the clock, or... Oh, they're just going to say it's going to be the second quarter to start off. He won't say that, though. They're going to... McGuire's going to keep it. And he'll get the first down, I believe. Yeah, that'll be a first down.
That's dangerous. You want to see McGuire be as multidimensional as possible,
But
but I still don't like the idea of him taking very many hits. So I don't like that quarterback keeper bootlegging. Just don't want to see him get hurt. Kid coming into the game, you see number 44 there. He brings the play into McGuire. 74, Bill Conant is going to be in for number 72, Wellman.
3 backs for the Lions on 1st and goal. Oh, Pashoni's hit hard in the backfield. Nice play by number 65, Jason Waldron. So it'll be 2nd and goal for the Lions with 9:09 left in the first half.
First half, Chelmsford really needs to put the ball in the end zone. 2nd and from the 3, 2nd goal to go.
Well, you got McGuire in there, so you got that extra threat of pass. McGuire rolls to the right, passes in, and Coder misses it. Looks like he may have slipped as he was catching the ball.
Coder slipped. He was running toward the far sideline, but he had to reach back in toward the field to try to make the catch, and he couldn't manage it. His feet gave from under him, and that's an incomplete pass.
3rd and 3. Let's take a look at the replay. As McGuire rolls out to the right, and Coder just can't handle it as he slips. 3 backs again for the Lions. No wideouts. Goal line offense here. Pashoni tries to run, and Methuen just gang tackles him. Number 12, number 20, and number 63, I believe.
Forward progress brings him to the 1-yard line, inside the 1-yard line, as a matter of fact. And I think Chelmsford's got to go for it.
Well, they don't have a bad kicker, so it wouldn't be too bad if they went for the field goal here. But you're so close to the goal line, why not just go for it? If all else fails, Methuen will have really bad field position. 4th and goal for the Lions. Here they go. McGuire's going to try to sneak it in, and he gets the touchdown.
Great, McGuire brings it in.
13-7 now, Lions lead.
Quarterback sneak. And, in that situation, the Methuen defense is going to be thinking they're going to go with the quarterback sneak or something up the middle. And no matter how much you're ready for it, usually you still can't stop it for the 1-yard pickup.
The Lions defense would have stopped it.
Yeah, most likely, but,
Luckily, they're on their side.
definitely.
That's why they're the Lions defense.
Wrap it up so you're about that far away from it.
Mounsey in for the extra point attempt. Kick is up. The kick is good. 14-7, Chelmsford leads. We'll be back right after this. And we're back. Mounsey's going to set to kick it off for the Lions with 7:59 left here in the half.
Can we get a shot of this?
In attendance today, it looks like Mrs. O'Brien and her family.
Oh, there's a lot of people attending tonight.
This is
Another packed crowd.
packed crowd, exactly.
I love George Simonium Alumni Stadium on a Friday night when it's good weather, everybody's out, band's playing, and the team's winning.
Exactly. Team now win 14-7. Just a great drive moving it upfield. It was only a 45-yard drive, but
Ends off with McGuire's quarterback sneak in the end zone. Bad shoulder or good shoulder, he's going in there.
Stick with me and I'll keep them.
McGuire, really he's a team player all the way.
Mounsey to kick it off for the Lions. Nice kick.
Taking all the way back at the 4.
Cuts to the left. Oh, beautiful tackle. Number 45, Tim Daly.
Daly, the president of our pregame show fan club,
Exactly.
in there on the tackle. That's excellent.
That's number 29, Robert Mateo, who's running, receiving, doing everything for the Rangers. Here, take a look at the replay of that. Beautiful. Great, Tim Daly.
That's an awesome hit.
He wouldn't
That's
let
an
him get
awesome
him by.
Got to do it. Methuen brings it out.
Number 80, Eric Evans is the guy you don't see on the field on camera. And now a rollout by Fury. He has nowhere to go. And Ryan Farley just right there. Cleans things up.
Farley comes up and makes the tackle, and that's a 2-3 yard loss. Second down and 12, they call it on the scoreboard.
There's a replay. Well, that wasn't a replay, but we'll go to it later. Methuen is back on offense. 2nd and 12 to go. 7:07 left in the first half. One wide out, two backs, and looks like Chumps went offside, but low pass. No penalty on the play.
Replays or lack thereof tonight by Kurt Heinrich. Down in the truck.
Third and 12 now, 6:58 left. Got two wideouts, I formation for the Rangers. Man in motion for the Rangers. Gonna go a flag on the play. He's gonna throw it just down. Intended for number 41.
That should be
Alex
that should
Webley.
be a hold, I believe. I believe I saw a little bit of holding. I see what the call is from our referee.
Lions will probably decline this as it is 4th down.
We have a league of motion. On the offense, penalty is declined. 4th down.
Okay, so the Rangers are going to have to punt. Number 11, Keith Gormley back to punt. Chris Benton takes it. He's going to run the right. Down the sideline he goes! 5! Touchdown!
Benton is relentless. We see it again. Breaking free and into the end zone.
I was ready to do the countdown, you know, the 20, 10, but he was already at the 5 when I started.
Number 9, Rob Winters. Rob Winters for Methuen limped off the field. He was down about the 40-yard line. That's Chris Benton, who had the forward momentum coming up as he had to come up to receive the kick.
I like to see Mounsey there for his 3rd extra point attempt of the night. He's already 2 for 2. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 21-7, Lions lead, 6:36 left, and we'll be back right after this. Okay, so he asked her out, but it turned out to be an organ and tissue donor. The game of telephone sometimes just doesn't work.
But that's not the point.
Good PSA, good PSA. I'm glad to see some new PSAs coming on.
Right. Dr. Zay has outlived her time.
Yeah, I like the new Dr. Zay last week.
Whatever.
Mounsey set off to kick for the Lions with 6:36 left. Lions leading 21-7. There's a shot of Mounsey. Set to kick off. And it's taken by Robert Mateo. No, sorry, number 25, Jim Giruso. And he'll get up to about the 24-yard line.
Takes it 14, 15 yards. Received it at the 10-yard line. 21-7 now. Just great play. Lions today, the mascots anyhow.
Sideline. This guy's.
Rob Pascucci down there. That's Sarah Fahey down there.
Over the trees. Then security
And I still don't know the name of the third line.
I don't know. I don't ask.
So maybe we'll get that for you. Try to get for you at halftime. But we apologize.
Yeah, we're sorry. It's 2 straight weeks we didn't find her
When we
name.
get to football, we can't really play.
Methuen on offense, I formation, 2 wideouts. Fury back to pass. He's going to throw a bomb, and it's caught. Number 80, all the way into the end zone, touchdown, Eric Evans for Methuen, and it's quickly a 21-13 game. Lions still leading. Oh, that was just beautiful.
Fury's got an arm. We see that. That was a great pass. They couldn't. Lions defender couldn't keep up. So Methuen is going to have the touchdown. It's 13.
6:14 left. They only had to run 1 play.
How long before the...
And here's a replay of that.
So that's the drop back, and Fury just throws it deep, and the receiver makes the catch. Benton giving chase, trying to make the tackle, but
Beautiful
alas,
camera work right there.
the run was too
Getting
quick.
that ball
Both of you.
in the air.
Careful of those people.
It's going to be a 2-point conversion try for the Rangers and possibly offsides on the Lions.
The initial
Possibly false
indication,
start.
the initial indication, I believe, is a false start. I believe it's going to be a false start.
Ask me the question.
Yeah, this kid right
We have a dead ball foul.
Mike, this is Bill Ryder. This is Mike.
Ball stop. On the offense. 5-yard penalty. Will be played.
Let's see if they decide to go for the extra point now.
They'll have to go. They'll have to go for the PAT
Is that okay?
at this point. You know, you figure it's going to be
Yeah,
first
they're
down
going
from the
for-
7-yard line. From the 7-yard line, anyhow.
Hey, with that passing arm, you never know. Of Furies.
That's Bazdanis.
Blocked! Great job by Lions special teams unit.
How you doing, Bill?
That's 46. Barry McDonald. Wachowski made the block. And we're going to be back soon, right after this. Lions will get the kickoff. Remains 21-13 as the kick is blocked.
Oh, there's Mr. Chu's music. Oh, we almost didn't have it.
To 13, a much closer game than it was last week. You know, obviously already.
This may be an exciting game at the end.
Let's hope Chelmsford blows it open.
Well, it can't be 35-12 then, your prediction, since Methuen scored 13.
Can't be 35-0 either.
Oh, yeah. That was way early in the game. Number 45, Barry McDonald.
That's Leahy.
Tim Daly.
Daly. Not Leahy.
Might be
Daly.
wrong.
I can't memorize numbers, no matter how hard I try. Number at the 36-yard line, I should say, for the Lions as they start off. With 6:06 left in the first half. 1 wide out. That's Craig Donaldson.
Nate and Tom are arguing.
2 back for the Lions. Pishoni gets it to the left and he breaks through. The only man to beat is number 2. And he'll get out of bounds at about the 38-yard line of Methuen.
Once again, those huge runs are made possible, you know, brought to you, sponsored by great downfield blocks. Chris Benton again with a great downfield block. We've seen it all year, or both games so far.
And we were wondering before the game if they could go outside. Well, both Benton and Pishoni have shown they can do just fine outside. McGuire is going to play action pass, dump it off to Coderre. He has the first down and a little more as he gets to the 25-yard line.
We're gonna go down to Mike Umberger on the field with Bill Ryder.
Hi, I'm here with Bill Ryder tonight. He was recently injured at Lake Winnipesaukee. Bill, how do you think the game has gone so far tonight?
It's been going in our favor. Our defense is doing real well. Our offense is putting points on the board, as you can see. Our offense needs to step it up a little bit, get the sidelines into it.
Okay.
Doing pretty good.
From what you have seen so far this year, how do you think the Lions can improve?
Offensively, I feel we can improve, and we just get our starting quarterback, Brian McGuire, back. That's helping us improve. Our receivers are doing good. Everybody's basically doing good. We can just put it all together and we're doing good.
What goals do you think the Lions have this year?
Just win game after game and see where it takes us.
All right. What do you think the chances of beating Central Catholic next week?
Chances are good, I think. If we just play like we've been playing and work hard in practice this week, we'll do it.
All right. What do you think the Lions' strongest asset to the team is?
Personally, I'd have to say, player-wise, I'd have to say Chris Pashoni.
Right.
He's great on defense and very good on offense. Just key player.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, no problem.
Okay. During that interview, you saw Benton. That was a great athletic move again by Chris Benton, and then Pashoni in for the touchdown as the Lions now lead 27-13, 4:58 left in the first half.
So Pashoni brings it into the end zone.
Timeout Chelmsford here with 4:58 left. 20-second timeout, so no, we can't go to a break.
You've got to let us know.
Too bad. So it's 27-13. Methuen bringing it back out. 4:58 remains.
The Rangers just burned the Lions defense on their last possession with that huge touchdown pass. I don't know how many yards it was. Probably about 60, 70-yard pass. Actually, it was from the 25-yard line now that I remember, so it was a 75-yard touchdown pass.
Very high-scoring game so far. Mauzy wants to try his 4th extra point of the night.
Of the half, too. Extra point up. Extra point is good. 28-13. Lions leading.
Extra point by number 19, Eric Mounsey, is good.
Lions leading
The half score is 28.
by 15 points. We're going to go to a commercial break.
Methuen.
And we're back. 4:58 left. Mounsey set to kick off. 28-13. Chelmsford leading in the second game of the season for the Lions. Third game for Methuen. Methuen hoping to get their first win of the season. Lions hoping to stay undefeated. Beautiful kick again. Just doing a great job on the kickoffs.
Taken back by the 2-yard line.
And special teams again for the Lions doing the job.
Stop made by number 30, Nick Hansen.
The
linebacker.
29, Morgan Mateo. Stop by number 30, Nick Hansen. Number 35,
But they're not going to.
Ed Rush.
Rush also in on the stop, I believe. PA announcer is Mr. Chris Chu. He's an English teacher at Chelmsford High School. Actually has my brother in his sophomore English class. Big deal. Not many people care about that, but
1st and 10 for the Methuen Rangers at the 21-yard
We
line.
have an illegal block below the waist.
Just missed the ref.
First down after the penalty.
And they'll move it back about 10 yards, or half the distance to the goal line. It'll be 10 yards. Back to the 10-yard line. So Methuen's been getting some pretty bad field position all night. Lions, that's their strong point tonight. They've gotten some great field position. Big contrast. If we had official stat keepers and all like the networks do, I bet we could probably show you on stats how bad Methuen's field position tonight has been against Chelmsford's field position.
field position is always going to play a big factor in a running football game. Most of this is going to be running.
It's going to be a quarterback option, and he may pick up the first down. He'll be close, at least.
Certainly gets him out of trouble. 51, Evan Dunn makes the stop. Either knocks him out of bounds, can't tell from up here, or makes the tackle.
Stay up 1 minute. 2nd and 1, 4:38 left. They're going to hand it off. That's
Not much, but it looks like he's going to get the first down from that shot. You can tell has the first down.
Again, we'd like to remind you, if you're enjoying tonight's broadcast, why not, if your kid's playing in the game tonight and you want to send it off to colleges, why not get a copy from CCTV and CHS Sports Productions? You can just call the Parker TV studio at 251-5143 and ask for a copy of tonight's game or last week's game or any other game that's coming up. Methuen starts now, well, doesn't start, but now at the 22-yard line. They're going to make it out to Mateo, and just gang tackled again. 87 Coder's there, number 62. Mike Tusignant was there.
There you see the great Chelmsford defense swarming to the ball, and you see
These guys are fast.
exactly 9 out of the 11 Chelmsford defenders were within about 10 yards of the ball carrier. So he's not going anywhere. We're gonna have a replay.
Oh, beautiful camera angle. Oh, right there. See, also 16 Ryan Farley on that tackle.
It's always good when the opposing running back, the opposing team, can only see maroon jerseys.
Okay, number 10 Ryan Fury behind the center. Sean Fury, I should say. This goes back to pass. And the pass is a little, they're going to call pass interference or holding on number 55, Dan Wachowski, but
I think they're going to call a pass interference, but I don't think there's any way they should be calling that pass.
Well, we weren't really on the field. Let's just, yeah, it is pass interference. He may have grabbed him on the jersey. That's probably what happened.
I think that's just a bad angle by the ref and a good acting job by the Methuen receiver.
Well, let's see if we get a replay or...
We have offsetting penalties. Defensive pass interference. Ineligible. Down the field. Penalties offset. We'll replay.
All right, so it didn't really matter, as Methuen also had a penalty and an eligible receiver downfield.
You think they could institute the instant replay in high school football?
No.
Oh, okay.
We had to go through enough trouble to get our TV, us to get instant replay. I don't think instant replay on the field is quite in the books yet for high school football. Maybe in some areas. Fury hands off. And that's number 20, Michael Delaney. And his first carry, I believe, of the night.
His first carry of the night, he goes ahead. 5'9", 160 pounds. He's not very big. He's a junior, though. So he has a year to grow. And you heard the loudspeaker, another kid that also has a year to grow. And I don't think he can grow much more than that, but Evan Dunn is already the strongest kid in the program. He was the strongest kid in the program last year as a junior. As a sophomore, excuse me.
Handed off again, and Lions were just ready for that one. Oh, and they're thinking fumble. They're calling it Lions ball. Fumble. North Middlesex. Methuen. And the Lions will cover with another great field position.
Wow, excellent. 2 minutes. This is a chance to get working on that 2-minute drill.
Well, I don't think they're going to use up the 2 minutes. I mean, they're right there near the goal line.
Why not? Go for the touchdown.
Oh, they should. They have plenty of time for the touchdown. Field goal's only probably going to be an option if it's a 4th and long or the clock ticks down to about 3-4 seconds.
Right, exactly. Monson, we know is going to be able to hit it.
I think Coach Rich will have enough confidence in McGuire and his receivers if it's like a 4th and 4. And in confidence his running backs, of course. They've been doing the job tonight. McGuire heaves it up. A little too far for Bertolami. I'll stop the clock at 2:09. We still have the 2-minute warning to get through. So if the Lions don't score, or even if they do score, Methuen may still have another shot. And you can, as you saw with that 75-yard touchdown run that they can do some things in just a few seconds. So
Really,
I think the Lions probably will, after the 2-minute warning, will just run the ball a few times, hopefully get a first down, and then look at it from there. Get the clock down as much as possible. 2nd and 10 to go.
Billy Conant still in there on the left side of the offensive line. We had the offensive line reversed.
Smart, not on the screen at the bottom. Benton in motion, and they're going to pitch out to Shoney. He gets through, cuts to the right, and he'll get the first down. He'll go out of bounds with 1:58. That'll be the 2-minute warning, and they'll be about the 14-yard line.
Again, you get that great downfield block. Is he actually Bertolami with the block?
And Benton was in motion on that play, ready for, and he blocked well too on that play.
We really see Methuen. They go with one offensive set, the I formation, but the Lions really going with a lot of formations. They go with the I formation. They can go with the pro set.
1st and 10 for the first down. 14 for the touchdown. Pashoni on the run, and he'll get up to the 10-yard line. And Chepstow will call timeout. That's interesting. I think they'd want the clock to run down a little bit, but I guess not. I mean, they have plenty of time to get a few plays in there.
I don't think that you want the clock to run down. You're up by 15 points, right? We're going to go to a replay, I guess, here.
Shoney getting through. Even without some of the blocks, he's able to dodge some tackles, and flag was thrown on the play. Still there. That's the beauty of replay. See things you didn't see.
Let's see what the call is, though. Here's a referee.
Ten-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
That hurts.
Okay, so with 1:43 left in the first half, Chelmsford up by 15. They're going to be back to the 21-yard line.
Tell me when I should get ready for interview.
No, sorry, 26-yard line. McGuire back to pass. He's going to heave it up for Bertolami. And catches it at the 5.
Excellent pass. Bertolami makes the catch.
Definitely a timing route right there. Expecting Bertolami to be right there at the 5, and he was, and he made a beautiful catch.
See that McGuire dropping back to pass, and the ball kind of gets lost in the lights, but Bertolami makes a spectacular catch going backwards, falls down, and out of bounds.
Well, 1:36 left. First and goal for the Lions. So it is a 1st and 5. Both teams checking to see what they're going to do as the Methuen defense comes back on the field.
Big play. It's only the end of the first half, or the first half winding down, but if Chelmsford scores here, Methuen is in trouble. Chelmsford goes up by 3 touchdowns.
Do you see what I mean, though? It's 1:36 left. If Chelmsford scores here, Methuen's still going to have plenty of time.
That's why they try to run the ball here.
Let's see if they're going to run it. They are. Pashoni in there. Touchdown! Chris Pashoni on the run. And
you could see that the Chelmsford offensive line opened up the big hole again.
that's his 3rd touchdown of the night.
No, I didn't get it.
Pashoni had a touchdown yesterday, so 4 touchdowns on the season.
Well, 1:31 left. Mounsey to kick it off. I'm just losing it tonight. Point after.
We'll go to a commercial break after the kick.
Mounsey kicks it up and good. 34-13, Chumps with leads now.
35-13.
We'll be back right after this for the conclusion of the first half. And welcome back. 1:31 left. Mounsey to kick it off. 34-14 is the score, as you see. Chelmsford
35-13 is the correct score.
35-13. They
That 34 was without the extra point.
no, actually it should be 30. Oh no,
The 34
okay,
was without
35.
the extra point.
I like seeing Mounsey kicking off a lot too. He did it a lot last week. I guess we should be too worried about the Chelmsford offense scoring 35 points in the first half. As Mateo bumps into his own guy, and he runs to the right. He's got some running room. And Mounsey finally helps in the tackle.
Mateo, that's an excellent effort by Mateo.
By number 19, Eric Mounsey.
Mounsey coming up and making that stop. We saw Mounsey make the stop last week, a stop last week, and I complained about it. And I'm going to complain about it again. You can't let your kicker make all those stops. You got to make them upfield, obviously.
And here's a replay. You see him just
Right
bump
there,
off
he
and then
breaks
just
free.
bumps to the right as we're going to go into live action now. Fury behind center. 3 wideouts, and they're going to hand it off. And number 20, Michael Delaney, trips as he gains about 5 yards.
Carried by number 20, Michael Delaney.
Second and 5 for the Rangers. 55 seconds and counting left in the first half. We got to save these nights because we're not going to get too many more of these nice nights.
Exactly.
I formation for Methuen. We're going to hand it off to Mateo, and he'll get close to the first down.
I think he's just a little bit short.
Tackled by number 62.
Wondering if they'll bring out. No, okay.
They won't bring out the sticks.
Timeout. Back to Methuen.
I would have brought out the sticks there because for Methuen, you save a timeout, you just stop the clock. Unless they do want to go over some.
Look
play.
at where the yard marker is, the third down marker is. If we can get a shot of that over on the far sideline. Well, anyway, the third down marker is about a yard short.
There
Yeah,
you
you
go.
see it right there.
Coach Rich talking to the ref. I don't know exactly what they're discussing. Coach Rich looks a little peeved.
Can you say peeved on the air?
So Methuen will have third down and less than a yard to go for the first down, but they only have 28 seconds left, so they want to move the ball a little more downfield, at least for their field goal kicker. 2 backs, 2 wideouts.
Good man.
Fury back to pass. Oh, number 80 was not ready for that. Eric Evans, who caught the touchdown pass earlier.
We see that time and time again. You cannot catch the ball with your helmet.
Just a matter of timing. I don't think Evans is gonna. So 24 seconds left at halftime. Gonna get talk to cheerleaders, the captains of the cheerleading squad, Mrs. Sullivan. She has a project I forget.
The North Carolina
Carolina
Flood Relief. North Carolina Flood Relief. Need your help with that, and Mrs.
Mrs.
O'Brien
O'Brien
from the
also
Student
involved
Council.
in that. Great student council project. Student council always doing some beneficial things, not only in the town, but helping people in the nation.
Exactly. That's a great slogan.
Mr. Chu just gave us the inside scoop. The students started it for the student council, this North Carolina Flood Relief. Mrs. O'Brien just decided to call it her own. That's what Mr. Chu said, Mrs. O'Brien.
Stefan, is that all on one screen?
Mrs. O'Brien always taking the credit for herself.
Anyway,
That's not true. Is that all on
Fourth and one.
Get them all in the same shot?
We got to get our own broadcast booth so these people like
We'll have
Mr.
to
Chu
get them in the same
can't
shot, or are they
come
can't
in and
interfere with us and steal our calls.
Okay.
4th and 1, 24
Can we
seconds
get
left.
security up here, perhaps?
Oh yeah, camera shot.
I think he has a job to do up here, so I don't think
yeah,
it's
okay.
possible. Fury, behind center, I formation, 2 wideouts. And they're going to hand it off to number 20.
Yes, 29,
Mateo.
We haven't seen much of Giarusso. Clock temporarily stopped, 4th down. We have a timeout being called.
Oh yeah.
They're going to bring the chains out.
So,
See how how much they need for the first down. I'd see Methuen, of course, going for it, and really have nothing to lose here. They'll probably go for it, try to get the first down quickly, and then call a timeout, and then run one more play. Hopefully, get downfield enough for a field goal kick.
Dan, what's your brother doing in a duck suit? Oh, it's not your brother.
Hey, we have a mascot, a duck coming up for the Lucky Duck Race at Southwell Park. Well, Chelmsford, what day is that? September 25th and the 26th, so I'll give them a little promotion as the Ducks walking through the stands.
So Chelmsford's going to take over on downs here. Actually, we thought that was my little
Yeah.
brother in the suit for a second.
Let's see if the Lions are going to try to get a score here, or just run the clock out. Nope, they're going to go passing. McGuire back to pass. He'll dump it out to Benton. Benton will get about 3 on the play, and that's...
McGuire pass complete to number 40, Chris Benton.
They're going to call a timeout with 3 seconds left. Run one more play.
Timeout. Pass to Chelmsford.
Why not?
Try to go deep downfield, you know,
And
end of the quarter.
just take all the momentum going into the half. That would be a nice thing to see. McGuire has the arm.
Certainly does. You can get one of those Elway type rocket passes down the sideline, complete to Bertolami.
Hail Marys. I wonder if Coach Rich runs the Hail Mary.
You never know.
3 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. It's been a fun game, 35-13, although the score looks totally bloated. Methuen's actually hung in this game, so I'm expecting a close game to finish this off unless the Lions defense can continue their excellence on the field in the second quarter. One more play, 3 wideouts to the right. They're going to probably run a Hail Mary. Benton is going to run motion, maybe not. He's going to go to the bottom of your screen now.
There's not much strategy involved in a Hail Mary.
But you want to get everybody in one position.
Get everyone downfield, throw the ball, and hope someone catches it.
McGuire chucks it down. Bertolami. Incomplete. Bertolami almost had it, so did Jeff Smart almost. That's going to do it for the first half. The Chelmsford Lions are leading the Methuen Rangers 35-13.
We're gonna toss this one down to Mike Umbarger down on the field with the cheerleading captains. Mike, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Dan and Shasheen. We're here with the cheerleading captains with their new uniforms. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Krista. I'm Wendy Russo. I'm Meredith McLally.
Oh, okay. What do you think? What do you think of the squad this year?
This squad's a good squad. They're really young, so they have a lot to learn, but they have good excitement.
What do you think the team as a whole is most excelling at this year?
Well, I think with our new and young squad that we're excelling at stunts.
What improvements have you seen from last year to this year?
This year, the squad is more enthusiastic about learning new things and sticking with the team, so we have a lot more spirit this year.
What do you think the squad needs to work on before this year's competition?
We really have to work on our tumbling skills before this competition and our stunting, too.
Right. What is your goal this year?
Our goal this year is just to get out of the season doing the best that we can and just letting everyone know that we have what it takes, what we think we do.
All right, great. Can we see a stunt?
Methuen High School is proud to present the 1999 Methuen High School Ranger Band. The band's field conductors are Abby Baker, Anthony DeLuca, and Christine Pupolo. Color guard representative is Amanda Agnew. The band director is Frank Saber. Visual design and head drill instructions are handled by Deb Weber and assisted by Brian Fuchs.
We're going to be right back after this break.
And we're back officially this time.
The band, oh, if you missed it, you should have gotten something to eat at halftime, you know, went to the bathroom, and then stay tuned for the band. That was just a marvelous performance.
Great jump, jive, and wail.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're
You know, the press box is shaking a little bit because, you know, you got people in the bleachers dancing, that's going to shake it. Then people in the press box dancing, and that's
And
going to
there's
shake
heavy
it.
weight on the top. That's mainly the reason why.
Yeah, exactly.
35-13 as we start the second half. Chelmsford in control of this game on the scoreboard, at least. Methuen, though, has played a relatively good game. Just a few turnovers, a couple penalties just killed them. They've just had bad field position to start off, and that's what's really hurt them at the end.
Really,
when they punt from their own 5-yard line, the Chelmsford offense can start 50, 45, and Benton got a punt return touchdown. So
exactly. This game is a little bit closer than the score would indicate, I believe. You know, especially like you just mentioned, Sachin, the bad field position for Methuen. You know, combination of really good position for Chelmsford and the ability to make the great play by the Chelmsford offense.
take a scoring recap right now. The first touchdown of the game was by Chelmsford. Pishoni went in for the touchdown on a beautiful semi-dive, I'd call it, 7-0. Then Sean Fury passed to Robert Mateo, and Methuen tied it up 7-7. McGuire at the the Methuen half-yard line snuck in for Chelmsford's second touchdown, 14-7. Then Chelmsford continued with Chris Benton returning a punt, just cutting and dodging blocks beautifully, 21-7. Then the big play for Methuen, Sean Fury to number 80, Eric Evans, with a missed PAT. It was 21-13. Chris Pishoni ran in two more, and the score now is 35-13. And we'd like to wish Coach Russo a happy 39th birthday.
And Coach Russo down on the field.
As Mr. Chu lies again. Oh, it is his birthday. Tom Peterson, I think today is 100.
That's like 2 years. That joke is 2 years old, and you know, like.
They will take the football.
If you're looking for
Shake hands,
something,
gentlemen.
if you're looking for something to do tomorrow, I'm gonna give a plug for myself here. I'm a member of the Littleton Fire Department Explorer program, and the Littleton Fire Department holding an open house at the firehouse in Littleton on Foster Street. It's off of Route 110 in Littleton, right past the Historical Society building. So if you're looking for something to do, And you're a fire buff. Go down there. It should be fun.
35-13 the score. As we're getting ready to start the second half. Still not underway yet. And we'll be back right after this. And we're back. Moundsy's gonna get ready to kick it off.
You know, we're gonna start lobbying up here to get a camera up in the booth to show our wonderful accountants.
Beat the fuck out of someone!
And Methuen will get the first possession of the first half, the second half. And here's Mountsy's kick. It's gonna go to Mateo, bounces, picked up, lost, now picked up, and fumble! Oh, can't grab it, and Methuen will take over.
Oh, a strange turn of events. The Chelmsford defense, the Chelmsford special teams defensive people cannot make the play, cannot pick the ball up, and now we're stuck on defense. But
let's take a look at the replay of that one. So the ball goes up, it bounces, goes to number 28. He drops it, and then a big hit.
Stripped by Tusignant.
And
Daly couldn't hold on to it.
Daly a little too anxious to get that ball. Should have just dropped right on it. But Methuen will start again. Bad field position, about their 6-yard line.
Daly had to have been thinking, I'm going to pick it up and run it in for the end zone.
So it happens a little too often in football. Looks like a blitz from Chelmsford. They're going to run it.
Methuen offensive line picked that blitz up fairly well. And that is number 29. That's Mateo, who we've seen getting most of the action today.
Yeah, we thought we'd see more of Jim Giarusso, but both Giarusso and Mateo are in the backfield for Methuen tonight, and Mateo is the halfback, so normally the halfback would get more carries.
Giarusso had more time than Mateo last year, both of them as juniors.
They're going to hand it off again.
He's going to get 2 or 3 yards, if that. Actually, wow, that's a bigger pickup than I thought. That's a 4-yard pickup.
So it'll be 2nd and 5, 9:01 left in the second half. I don't know why I'm saying first half. Methuen again getting bad field position on this possession.
They're not completely out of the woods. I mean, they could have a disaster, but they've.
Okay.
That
some action with number 11, Keith Gormley, and number 46.
That's a false start, I believe.
Better be a false start.
Definitely a false start. Let's see.
Dead ball foul. False start on the offense. Repeat the down.
And it is. That's a false start.
So that negates the 5-yard run by Mateo. He'll go back 10 yards. 2nd and 10. 8:38 and counting.
The referee, Mike Roccia, R-O-C-C. I'm not going to say that.
That looks Italian. Roccia. Run again. He'll gain a couple.
Good ball carried by Terry.
We have his address here too, but we're not giving that over here. No, really, they've done a good job. Couple questionable calls like that pass interference and whatever, but nice job.
You mean the one with Warshawski?
Definitely.
Well, I still don't know about that because I don't think we had a good vantage point from up here to see if he was holding or not. I think they have a much better angle.
Definitely,
to look at the play.
they get the much better angle.
Fury, one back. They're going to hand it off. Oh, that was just miscalculation there. He ran right into his own blocker.
Now that's what you call meat, as the Methuen back was in fact meat. He's like a steak hanging out there for, lions.
Okay.
Okay.
Good metaphor, I guess.
Well, lions are, meat-eating animals.
Yeah, okay.
So, Benton back deep to receive the punt.
Punt's a high one. Benton up to the 45 of Methuen, and Chelmsford's going to get a good field position again. 44-45 yard line of Methuen.
Good field position for Chelmsford, but once again, Benton very aggressive. We'll be back.
Zach Bamberg.
Although you can't count Methuen out yet, I think Chelmsford's just going to try to run the clock throughout this second half. Hope nobody gets injured and call it a good win. McGuire to Pashoni. Pashoni gets about 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5.
Good second effort from Pashoni up to the 40-yard line. Now
it looked like last week that Coach Rich was doing a two-back, both backs getting equal time, Pashoni and Benton with the carries, but it really does look like Pashoni's the back, their main back who's going to run it this year.
Well, definitely. I think we already
they have the second threat with Benton if needed.
We already saw that with Benton.
Pashoni again gets a nice hole to run through. Good blocking by the offensive line, and he'll get the first down at the 34-yard line.
We saw that from Pashoni even last week. Chris Pashoni had 15 carries last week compared to Chris Benton's 8. But Benton, of course, with that long touchdown run off the second play from scrimmage.
And Pashoni, tried to cut to the left, but number 80, Eric Evans, who's been on both sides of the ball tonight, great open field tackle. As you see, the Lions, they're 11 on the field, and Methuen's 11. Glad to bring this game to you live from George Simonian Alumni Stadium. I formation, one wide out for the Lions. Play action pass. McGuire rolling right. Oh, he's going to be a hit. That could be a fumble. He'll quickly get the ball. Oh, still fumble on the ground.
I think
it looks like Lions have recovered. Yep. Number 91, I believe. No, 51.
It's Evan Dunn, alert on the play.
51, Evan Dunn.
51, Evan Dunn. 5'11", 200 pounds.
Forward pass from McGuire knocked out of his hand, so it's ruled a fumble.
And here's a replay of that defensive stop by Methuen. He's about to pass, and I couldn't quite catch the number. I think it was number 37, Chris Caglioso. But
you see, McGuire's arm started to go forward, but then he was hit drawing his shoulder back. Ball just came out because that's what his hand was ready to do.
Bartolami at the bottom of your screen, I formation. Going to play action again. McGuire deep in the pocket. He'll hand off to Coder. Coder has some room to run. Coder at the 10, 5, and he gets to the 2-yard line, almost into the end zone. First and goal, Chelmsford.
Wow, that's just way to come back from adversity. These Coder just in the flats.
We have a fourth running back. Pashoni, Benton, Kidd, and let's add Coder to that. Here's a replay. Great running after the catch. He was behind the line of scrimmage, I believe, when he caught the ball, and then he just rumbled through up to the 2-yard line. Coder, he's a big guy. 6'2", 205.
Members of the Student Council of Cheerleaders are collecting money for the North Carolina Flood Relief Fund. Any of your donations would be greatly appreciated.
Let's go up, man! Put another one in there, up,
and it'll be 4 yard. They're at the 4-yard line, first and goal, 4:22 left. The Lions still leading 35-13, and they're threatening again. I think one more touchdown, and we may call this pretty much a Lions win.
Hopefully so. You know, we see anything can happen.
Although,
remember a couple of years ago, Chelmsford was winning by a couple of touchdowns, I believe, against Methuen. That was that Tuesday night game because of the snow, and they came back and tied the score up. Final score was 28-all.
Smart off your screen to the right. And Pashoni goes in, touchdown. Chris Pashoni in for his 4th touchdown of the night. That is
Touchdown, number 33, Chris Pashoni.
his 4th touchdown of the night. And let's take a look at the replay of that.
See right there, just he goes around the outside, and you see the downfield block again. Chelmsford's just executing with the blocks. That's really most important.
And
Mounsey-
the kick is up. The kick is good. 42-13, the Lions have extended their lead. We'll be back right after this. And there you see the Chelmsford sideline.
Pashoni already with 5 touchdowns this season. We had Chris Morris last year, had 17 touchdowns, so
He's
Pashoni
on pace.
on pace to shatter that.
Well, not shattered that. I think 5 touchdowns in 2 games. That's about 2.5 a game. That's about 20. Well, okay, I'll give you that. 25 touchdowns. That's a hard average to keep up, though. Who's kicking now? Number 17. Billy Fury kicked off for the Lions, and Methuen will get up to the 37-yard line.
Fury not listed as a kicker, just listed as a quarterback. He is a freshman.
I hope nothing happened to Eric Mounsey.
I think they just give him Mounsey a break. He's hit
Yeah.
6 extra points tonight.
And not to mention all the kickoffs he's done. Maybe they're going to call it a night for him and give him some rest.
No, definitely run the score up.
3:56 left in the 3rd quarter. Chelmsford well on their way to their 2nd victory. 42-13 the score. I hate to speak too soon, but you know, when the score's that high, it's doubtful. And here's a run, tripped up by number 45. That's Tim Daly.
While we have a spare moment, we want to give a plug out to the North Carolina Flood Relief Fund. Members of the school council, the Chelmsford High School Student Council, the cheerleaders, the band, and other CHS students will be collecting money for the hurricane and flood victims in North Carolina. These people have lost everything. They have no place to go, no schools, no home, and no place to sleep. This is in our own country. Please help. A local business, Lowe's Department Stores, will match whatever money our students raise. Checks can be made out to Lowe's Flood Relief Foundation. Attention, Ann O'Brien or Katie Sullivan, Chelmsford High School Student Council advisors.
Timeout called by Methuen. The plate clock must have been running down. 3:09 left in the 3rd quarter.
And they're going to make, Mrs. O'Brien and Miss Sullivan are going to make sure that your donations are
Full
delivered
timeout.
personally by 2
Shout to
former
Methuen.
CHS teachers, Mr. Bill Crispin and Miss Sue Crispin, who
And
now live in the area.
yeah, they lived in North Carolina. Now they're just retired last year. We'll be back right after this. And we're back. I donated 50 cents to the North Carolina Relief Fund, and I hope you donate a little more. I think I was a little stingy on that.
But obviously a great cause, and we hope you'll be able to donate whatever you can.
2nd and 6. One wide out for Methuen. He's in motion. And probably a dead ball false start on Methuen.
Definitely that's what the flag would indicate. We're going to get the indication by the referee.
Mike Carocchia. The other officials tonight are Jeff Akers, James Greeley,
Dead ball foul.
Paul Doobie.
Neutral zone infraction on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
Okay, there you go. Neutral zone infraction. So I guess he just set up right in the neutral zone. Not a smart thing to do.
And through the wonders of modern technology, we're able to hear the referee.
Much to the delight of Nate McKinnon, our producer. Second and 11, 3:07 left. It's pretty much been the same offensive formation for Methuen. Number 4, Matt Osgood's the man in motion. Fury back to pass. Nice spiral pass. And number 2 will lead some tackles. That's Jeff Pritz. And he's tackled at about the 38-yard line.
Number 2 is Jeff
Farelli, sorry.
Farelli.
By number 24, Nick Colombo.
Colombo on the tackle.
Looks like a lot of these kids in there now for Chelmsford. They're getting in a lot of their second stringers.
Here's a replay of just a beautiful pass right there.
Broadcast on Channel 3 at 10:30 p.m.
Hey, if you enjoyed this broadcast a lot, stay tuned at 10:30. We're going to air it again. As Fury back to pass, he's just going to dump it off again to Forelli, and they went way back, and he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. That's a 2-yard loss on the play. Fury dropped back about 10, 11 yards, and he made a 2-yard dump over to Forelli, so Forelli didn't have much chance getting past the line of scrimmage on that play, so it's going to be 2nd and 13. 2:23 and counting left in the third quarter. Lions leading 42-13. And Methuen comes out of the huddle.
Fury saw the pocket collapsed, so figured the only place he could go is back.
Vitale is the wideout for Methuen. Fury back to pass again, and it's complete. That's over to number 89, Mike Forelli. Oh, another Forelli. 2 Forellis are catching the ball tonight. See, I counted 2 Forellis and 2 Tullys and 3 Atas, A-T-A, the last name. So a lot of brothers in this, well, I assume brothers in this game. 3rd and 4, they still didn't make the first down. 1:26 and counting. Fury again back to pass. Oh, eludes tacklers. Here's number 20, and he gets up to the 15-yard line before a bunch of Lions tackle him down. That's number Michael Delaney.
Stopped by number 1, Andy Fleming.
Third quarter, we only have 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the third quarter, but
And
you
the
cannot
Rangers are threatening.
You cannot let your guard down.
Take a look at the replay of that. So Methuen's just going to rely on their passing game to bring them back. Number 24, I believe it was, missed his tackle, Nick Palumbo. And Delaney was able to get to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for Methuen. Fury again back to pass. He's rolling right. Oh. He had to get that pass off quickly. It's pass intended for number 84, Jay Levitt. 93, Chris Higgins on the almost sack.
But he gets credit for that quarterback pressure.
Quarterback pressure.
You know, if stats like that are kept in high school.
Is that a high school?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't think it's even.
Before the snap,
I don't think it's even in there.
we have a false start on the offense. We'll replay the down.
That's too bad. We wasted one of their downs, but they'll get their first down back because of their own because of their own fault. A false start on Methuen with 41 seconds left will bring them back to the 20-yard line. 10 for the first down, 20 for the touchdown. 1st and 15 now.
We'd like to take this opportunity to introduce Chelmsford High School cheerleaders.
And here is
Andrea Benetti.
Methuen on 1st and 15. Hey, not I formation this time. Back in the pocket, a little too far to the right for Delaney, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, but you stick that Methuen You stick that Methuen Ranger on the rack for about 6 months, and he's able to catch that pass because he's 2 inches taller.
Or if he just made an all-around diving effort with no consideration for his body. Can't expect that from high school receivers. It's too much to ask for. So 2nd and 15, Fury back to pass, and a bunch of Lions. He has to come out, and he's going to run it now. He's got some room, but he'll be tackled down at the 16-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and about 11 to go with 10 seconds left, and we'll wait. At the end of the third quarter, 42-13, Chelmsford leading.
Great pressure by the Lions defense, but Fury does a good job able to evade and get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And we'll be back for the start of the 4th quarter. Okay, we're starting a little late here. At the Chelmsford has regained possession. We're going to show a replay of. Well, here's the running halfback option, and it's intercepted by Dan Willett in the end zone. So the Lions are covered at the 20. Here's the live play now. As we got our reserves in, number 2, Billy Walsh.
Ball carried by number 2, Billy Walsh.
42-13, 9:38. So a great start to the fourth quarter for the Lions as they stop a Methuen attack. Second and 8, I should say. 9:14 left. I formation for the Lions. Big front for the Rangers as they were expecting run and they were ready for it.
Well, see, this is going to be interesting to see what happens because the Rangers, the Methuen Rangers still have their starters in. Chelmsford has gone to their JV guys, and why not? You got a 4-touchdown lead.
And you don't want to get some injuries to your varsity guys this early in the season. We'd like to, the other Lion that we forgot to mention was Jessica Karen. Finally got her name. Sorry, Jessica, for forgetting your name. Jessica Karen, Rob Pascucci, and Sarah Fay here are the Lions this year. I think I'm going to vote Scooch for most class spirit for beautiful run. As he runs down the sideline. He's finally down at the 36-yard line. That's number 32, Mike White, on the carry. White, 5'8", 145. He's only a sophomore.
That might be your Chelmsford running back of the future right there in a couple of years.
Take a look at the replay from our bleacher camera. That's just speed. Breezing by everybody and finally tackled down by number 37, Chris Caglioso. There's a flag on the play.
Illegal block, below the waist.
Oh, it's going to come
on the
back.
offense.
Oh, I thought the illegal
15-yard penalty.
I thought the illegal block below the waist was only on kickoffs and punts.
Well, they thought wrong.
Maybe that's just the NFL rule.
15-yard line now for the Lions.
Can't make careless mistakes. Crowd starting to file out a little bit.
It's going to be 3rd and 17. Well, the varsity team's pretty much done for the night unless Methuen comes back in great fashion. 42-13, the Lions are going to take their 2-0 record, or presumably 2-0 record, to Central Catholic next week at a Saturday game. It's going to be a Saturday game because they have to share the field with Lawrence, who has a Friday night game. Pitch out to White, and he'll get a couple on the play.
Chelmsford ball once again carried by number 32, Mike White. Tackled by number 75, James
Central
Johnson.
Catholic, this is going to be the real test for Chelmsford. See what material Chelmsford's made out of this year. If they can come out of that game with a big win, that's going to boost up their confidence.
Definitely.
That'll make them an MVC powerhouse.
That is one of the big early season games. The big games this year are going to be...
Not even early season. Big game of one of the big games of the season. The other is going to be a great game in Thanksgiving against Billerica, who's also MVC powerhouse this year, as Methuen's going to call quick timeout.
But big games this year, the top teams in the MVC by far, we see Chelmsford, we have Central Catholic. We'll go to break with our other stuff.
And we'll be back right after this. And we're back. 4th and 15, the Lions are going to have to punt. Mounsey is out there, so his night wasn't over. 7:24 left in the game, and what a game it's been, Dan.
Well, this situation, you really want Mounsey to punt. You need to get a good punt off. You see these Methuen defenders, these Methuen receivers, can't catch the numbers on them. Looks like 27 on one of them. That is
Ken Long. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And number 30, Nick Dore.
You know what? But we're never going to see any of these guys ever again, so it really doesn't matter how you pronounce their names.
Oh, you never know.
Yeah, true. One of them might mysteriously transfer to CHS and watch one of the games, and
or
Billerica. And they get mad at
Here's
us.
the punt from Mounsey, and back is Dore. He gets it. Methuen's going to get good field position this time. The 40. He runs back and comes back to the position he was already at, the 40-yard line.
Awful lot of weaving and turning for a 3-yard kick return.
Well, he's trying to show that he's got some moves. 7:10 left in the game. And let's take a look at a replay of his, probably can dance well. Boom, boom, da, da, da. Back to live action. Let's see, after Central Catholic, we faced Lowell, Malden Catholic, both on the road. Then we come home for Dracut and Haverhill, and then back on the road for Andover. And our last home games against Tewksbury, and finally, Thanksgiving Day at Billerica. The handoff to number 19, Amaldo Torres.
We see now Chelmsford getting really into their JVs. That's at one of the tackle spots is number 69, Chris Sundelback. He's the tall kid in there. Did a good job in camp. And was really, could have been right in the running for one of those starting jobs. And really, I think he's going to be a player next year.
Second and 4, 6:33 left. Pitch it out a little high for Torres again. And he doesn't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Look at this, even most of the JV guys are swarming very well.
I think Methuen's also put up the white flag too. I think this isn't their number one back. Probably most of the guys in there right now are JV.
Well, yep, they're down by 4 touchdowns. Okay.
No point in using your starters now. Just rest them up, save them up for next game. And Methuen is going to play Billerica next at home. So we'll see how they do next week against Billerica.
They have Jeff Farrelly as a sophomore. He is the new quarterback for Billerica, and we have a timeout on the field.
Full timeout.
The other games tonight.
Back to Methuen.
We don't have the scores, sorry, but I can just tell you that the other games were Dracut's at Billerica, Central Catholics at Lowell, Tewksbury's at Haverhill, and in the only non-league game, Andover's at Lawrence. All right, we'll be back after this. And we're back. It's been a quick game. It's only 9:18. I formation for Methuen. What else is new? Quarterback keeps it. Quarterback now for Methuen is number 2, Jeff Farrelly. He plays quarterback and safety for. I think he was receiving some balls tonight too. So
yeah,
they're using him in many different positions.
We're George Simone Alumni Stadium for JV football tonight. No, wait, it's still a varsity game, but Chelmsford's so far out in front.
Oh wait, Amaldo Torres, I said probably JV. He's a senior, so maybe not JV.
Farrelly keeps it flea flicker.
That was number 23, Tom Curate. He lateraled it back to. It's going to be a first down and 10 to go. With 4:51 left in the game. I love how Chelmsford's winning, but you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing some exciting games down the stretch. I know these are great games, and it just lifts up the spirits of everybody, but hey, it's fun now and then to see a close game. But I'll take this anyways. He's gonna keep it again.
Sacked.
On the sack, number 65. That is Elton Hammond, sophomore.
71, BJ Wellman also in on that sack.
Hammond, 5'11", 165 pounds. And here's the replay. Quarterback keeps it. First, it was 93, Chris Higgins, who first got him to go backwards, and then
At that point, I think Farrelly should have just gone to the ground because he realized he was going down. Should have realized he was going down one way or
well,
another.
no, you never know. He may have been able to do a cut or something. He didn't. I bet he didn't know how many Lions defenders were there. They're tossing for a fumble, but Torres picks it up, and he's going to get down the right side, and he's almost back up to the line of scrimmage. To the back, 3-yard loss on the play. It could have been much worse. It'll be third and 23.
No, that looks like it's going to be 25, 26 at this point. See a replay in that.
Chris Sendelback and Chris Higgins on the top.
Sendelback, you see, in on the almost sack there, and motoring over down, and still able to stay with him, and Higgins also there. And Sendelback.
2:58 left. 2 wideouts at the top of your screen. Farrelly going to heave it up, and a little too short for number 8, Adam Perellin. Dan Griffin was also in at quarterback this possession. I think he was in for a play. 2:39, not counting, clock stop. 4th and 23, I guess Methuen will just go for it.
They might as well, I mean,
even with the punt, Chelmsford's shown that their punt can be negative net gain for Methuen.
Yep, Farrelly's going to go for it.
2 wideouts again at the top of your screen. A kind of play action. Slips. Oh! Beautiful sack. Number 69, Chris Sendelback.
Oh, took Farrelly down by the helmet.
6'3". And 6'3", 225 pounds. He's a big kid, too.
He's a very big kid. He's going to be a player coming up. In consideration for more playing time, I think.
Lives just down the street from you, Dan.
Right around the corner.
So 1st and 10 for the Lions. 2-minute warning. Not really a warning. It's just a thing to show that you got 2 minutes left until you win. You think they're going to kneel or just run the ball? Because if you run the ball, you still run well, it doesn't really matter if you fumble, but you still run the risk of fumbling.
I'd say just play the.
Yeah, they'll just run the ball.
That's Mark
They got
Brown.
some good hands. Kidd is in the game. We're going to hand it off to number 23, Andy Sheridan, getting his first action of the night. He's a small guy, 5'8", 140. He's a sophomore. 142 and counting, 2nd and 5 as the stands start to clear. With that one exit out of the parking lot, people want to get a little head start.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to be up early and to the firehouse at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So pity me, please. So that's Sheridan again, I believe, on the carry. And just catapults through there.
Well, what a way to start the season. 2-0, Chelmsford Lions. The Chelmsford Lions are, and they face a tough opponent in Central Catholic next week.
An unofficial sign that the game is over. Coach Souza has left the press box.
.56 seconds and counting. Back to Sheridan. Sheridan gets close to the first down. 47. So with this 42-13 victory, Chelmsford will have scored a total of, let me just see if I can do my math here.
70 points
total. And held their opponents to 20 points, so 70-20.
Billy Fury, the
Cumulative
freshman,
score.
is now the quarterback.
And off. Number 32, Mike White. That should end the game. 16 seconds left. 13, 12, 11, 10. And that'll be the end of the game.
7, 6, 4.
That's it. The Chelmsford Lions have defeated the Methuen Rangers 42-13. The Lions improved to 2-0 on the season. The Methuen Rangers dropped to 0-3.
You know,
Cellar dweller.
Revenge is sweet for the Chelmsford Lions.